alive. Am I hot? Not like that, you sillies. How is everyone doing? Happy Easter to everyone. Even if you don't celebrate it, happy Easter, because we all have created ways to celebrate it. Me, I didn't have any family, but I got to spend my Easter with my friends. And we watched movies, and I did my radio show, and that was really cool. And it reminded me, all day, it reminded me of how thankful I am of the people in my life. And it's so good to see you, Caitlin. No, this is DC Supergirl's shirt. How was your Easter? This ECT treatment's throwing me for a loop. I'm still trying to figure out who I am. With the depression going away. And you would think, well, that's dumb, Beth. Why would you be even dealing with that? Why are you worrying about that? And there's a good reason. When you're a particular way, when you do things a particular way, when you live your life a particular way, and you take that part away from you, it can be difficult to adjust, to reorient yourself. I have a particular way that I see life, that I experience life, that I experience the fundamental parts of feelings. We'll go there. Since I've gotten back from Afghanistan for 13 years, I've existed a particular way, and that way has been saturated with depression. And the ECT is not gentle. It is not kind. It just does what it's supposed to do. And in this case, the ECT is taking the depression away. It's rewiring my brain. It's telling my brain to work differently. I was looking at some research, and we're talking like real shit. Things like the hippocampi, certain brain structures that actually change in response to ECT. So I am changing whether I want to or not. Now I want to, because it was my decision to pursue all this. But what I'm saying is that I'm on an indelible path towards being someone different. And I don't know what that's going to look like. Hopefully it's not going to be too different from what I am. But I can feel the changes. And most of them are good changes. Some of the ones I'm not crazy about are the convulsions. But that may be due to another med, not due to the ECT. But there's something about having your brain shocked. For those who don't know, what they do is they give you an IV, they put you under, and then they apply an electrical current to induce a seizure. And they let that seizure go for a couple minutes, and then you come out. And so when I come out of a session, I'm coming out of anesthesia, not great, not fun. I'm usually very tired and achy. You can have soreness because, again, it's a seizure, so things are tightening up. You have memory issues. But the reality is that you're different. So I've been thinking about this. What is Beth like without depression? I don't know. I don't know what I'm like. I want to be a good person. And I want to be someone who cares. I want to be the best that I can be. I don't necessarily have control over that, but that's what I want. And so much so that I'm risking everything to get there. Because, like, I don't know what this is actually going to do to me. And that's kind of scary. I don't know what I'm going to be like. I don't know if any harm's going to come to me. All I'm doing is doing this out of hope that I can have an existence that doesn't include depression, because honestly, guys, I was getting really close to not making it. You know, for those of you who know me, all of the ECT came about really quickly, right? Does that kind of strike a bell? Well, I almost didn't make it. In fact, that was my thing to the VA. I told them that if they didn't get me a consultation, that I'd be dead in a week. So there's a lot that's gone on to get here. I think I've changed, but I don't know, because sometimes it's hard to see changes in yourself. You guys can answer that question better than I can. Beth with depression is very caring. What are the odds that the new Beth will not be? I know, wouldn't that suck? I try to be really caring before, and then imagine take the depression away, I'd become a fucking bitch. Faux Fire, hey Beth, love you much. For what it's worth, we're all those things, but I totally understand not feeling like you are. No judgments from me, just love. Thank you, Faux. You're amazing to me, and I'll do my best to be here for you. Thank you. You were much treasured and cherished friend of mine. I couldn't do this without you guys. Well, one is I would have killed myself, because I stayed alive because I didn't want to hurt you. But having my friends makes it all worth it. Like, I spent Easter alone, physically, because I didn't have any family. But I gotta spend I gotta spend Easter with my friends online. I know it's not as good, but I gotta watch movies. And I wasn't alone. So, I wish I could do more for you guys. I wish I could be there for you. I can try. Thank you. But it's just, I truly love my friends. One of the side effects is memory loss, and I've had memory loss big time. But I'm so thankful because my treasure chest memories are still intact. And a treasure chest memory, it's actually a memory trick I learned. It's for storing information that you don't want to lose. But things like, Caitlin, when you and I used to play video games together on stream, I remember that. But anyways, and I love that we can watch movies together. That's been so cool. I've enjoyed that a lot. I think one of my biggest fears is that I'm going to have a session that's going to actually wipe out my memory to a pretty good extent. Oh, man. Maybe all of this stream people company happened for a reason. I believe that. I tend to be a serendipitous thinking kind of person. There's a reason, there's a time for everything. It's just, I can't imagine doing this by myself. It's pretty scary, it really is. They take you into a room and they put you down and there's people all around you, and one doctor is putting electrodes on your head to administer the electric charge. The other one is an anesthesiologist, and they put you under. And the thing, oh my God, check this out. Okay, so they don't just knock you out, right? But they give you incredibly strong muscle relaxer, like just fucking huge. It's enough to just shut everything down, and that's so that you don't flop, you don't move, you don't jerk, you don't do anything like that when you're in your seizure, right? Okay, so there's a particular timing in which you administer the onset of the anesthesia and the onset of the muscle relaxer. All right, so guess what happens when you get the timing wrong and the muscle relaxer goes out before the anesthesia and kicks in? So it's a muscle relaxer, it shuts everything down. Can you imagine what that is? It's fucking the sensation of dying. It is fucking crazy. You know, like in the Matrix, when Neo first takes the pill, and you know it's like that, you know, going over his head. Okay, that's what it was like. And I knew something was off because I was able to look at the doctor, who was absolutely fucking shocked that I was still conscious when the muscle relaxer kicked in, but the anesthesia hadn't. It was a trip. I could feel my body shut down. I wasn't really freaked out. It was just like, oh, I remember what it was. It's like, this is a very interesting sensation. My death. Because my lungs were shutting down. So, that's what it feels like to die. So I gotta feel that. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. Why are they all freaking out? Oh, and then I went out. So hopefully not too many. Yeah, I know. It was so fascinating. But, you know, it was amazing. It was an incredible experience, and the doctors are more careful now. I told them that I have a weird reaction. So, anyways, so I moved to twice a week. So next week it's Tuesday and Friday. I'm gonna have my sessions. They're just such long days. They're 2 to 2.5 hour drive down to Sacramento, and then a good hour, maybe 2 hours in the hospital, and then 2 hours back. So it's like a 7-hour day. It's very tiring, but you guys are like what keep me going. No pressure, right? No pressure at all. I mean, your very love, unconditional love is what does it for me. So, all right. I'm all red. I look bad.